So I have made it a little bit difficult for them, but not too difficult because they did have a bit of a party here last night. We had an out of hours event, so our meerkats were up pretty late. So I don't want to make them work too hard today. So I've just got some egg cartons. Inside those egg cartons there is some wood shavings, some dog biscuits. They go absolutely crazy for dog biscuits, believe it or not. And then those mealworms inside as well. So I'll put them down for them. They do get one each because they don't really like to share. So you can hear them as well. They are making that barking sound. That's just a general communication to let each other know that there is food around. But that sound is also to let the others know if there is any danger. So particularly that sound will get even louder, and that barking noise will get even louder as well. So with our 3 meerkats in here, I did mention hopefully we'll have some pups soon. So Kapuki's been here for 7 months, and I guarantee she's probably mated with one of our boys almost every single day of that 7 months. So we are hoping very soon that she will have some pups. If she is pregnant or if she isn't pregnant just yet, it's only about a 3-month period, so it's not a very long time, but she will almost triple in size. So by looking at her size now, does anyone want to have a guess at how heavy a meerkat is? Oh, how'd you guess that? Usually people say 5 kilos. Yeah, it is only a kilo. So they don't...
Where does a meerkat come from?
I will tell you in just a moment. So they weigh around a kilo, don't grow anything bigger than about 30 centimetres. So these are your adult-sized meerkats. They're all around the age of 8. Now, usually out in the wild, meerkats will live to the age... what did I say? They're all around the age of 5. Out in the wild, they will usually live to the age of 8, but in captivity up to 15 or 16. So their lifespan does pretty much double in captivity. Now, they are from the Kalahari Desert over in South Africa. So with daylight today, it's a little bit cool for our meerkats. We do have to turn on a heat light for them. But they are well adapted to living out in the desert. You can see those nice, sharp, long little claws. They will spend a lot of time foraging and particularly chasing after insects. So you can imagine being out in the desert as well, there's not a lot that happens out there. So if an insect comes past, you're pretty much going to grab hold of it. So our meerkats aren't fussy eaters whatsoever. They'll take on crickets, cockroaches, worms, butterflies, and even scorpions. So they do have an anti-venom to the scorpion sting. It's not going to impact them. It's not going to make them sick whatsoever. They'll pretty much just pull that tail off the scorpion, and it's a free meal for our meerkats as well. So apart from those insects, they will also eat small birds, small mammals, and small reptiles, and a wide variety of fruit and veggies as well. So we try and incorporate that into a daily routine for them. And as I did mention before, they're forever foraging and using up that energy. So that's why we have to feed them 4 times a day. Now with Kapuki as well, being a female, usually out in the wild there'd just be one dominant female, one dominant male in a group of up to 40 to 50 meerkats, and they're the only 2 that are going to breed. But in this case in particular, Kapuki is actually breeding with both of our boys. So she's got 2 boyfriends. She hasn't worked out which one she wants to keep, and our boys haven't worked out who's the dominant male. So until those pups arrive, we're probably not going to know who the father is, but then one of them's going to be a little bit aggressive. So out in the wild as well, they will all take turns looking after and bringing up these pups. They'll spend about 2 to 3 weeks in a burrow underground, then they'll start to bring them out, start to show them how to fight and not so much fight, but how to find their own food and to forage as well. So we can't actually allow our meerkats to build a burrow in this exhibit because you can imagine if we did, we'd probably have tunnels coming out everywhere, and hopefully they're probably down to the farmyard section. So that's why we've had to mimic it by giving them some logs and some plants, but they've got some nest boxes out the back, so hopefully...
So that's why you have a net everywhere, sort of.
Yeah, so it is completely covered by wire, even though they'll spend all day long trying to pull it all the way up. It only goes down about 20 centimetres, but that natural instinct to keep foraging forever, they will be spending a lot of time with those little holes. Now, before I do finish up, we're going to get Alex's attention. We do offer meerkat encounters here at Symbio as well. He's not going to do it for me today, maybe Liam will. Come on, buddy. Maybe not.
Are you so lucky?
I was hoping to get one of them on my knee and potentially on my shoulder, but they're a little bit they're not so much interested today. But we do offer meerkat encounters here at Symbio. It's a very popular gift idea, particularly with Christmas coming up if you are stuck for ideas. It's $75 per person, and you can come into the exhibit, get up nice and close to our meerkats. They sit on your hair, they sit on your shoulders, you can hand feed them, and spend about 20 minutes in here with them as well. So it's quite a good gift idea. But before I finish, does anybody have any questions in particular about meerkats?
Ma'am, how would one of those meerkats, handle tolerate? How would they tolerate physical handling?
They don't mind it so much. Obviously, out in the wild, you couldn't just go and pick up a meerkat.
They'll scratch you.
Not so much. These meerkats are quite gentle. They just want the food.
I meant wild ones.
Wild ones, yeah, probably not. You probably wouldn't be able to catch them. They're quite quick. They're very fast runners. But we have trained them to get nice and comfortable around us, so they'll happily sit on our shoulder if we have food for them. Any other questions? Alrighty, well if you are sticking around in the park, the next show we have is koalas at 11 o'clock, just out in the koala sanctuary. They're quite exciting creatures if you want to hear about our koalas. Otherwise, show times are just out on the board outside the kiosk. But enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Ой, я чуть